Good evening, you are watching Kishore Manch. I am Rahul and we bring you the session of webinar on information communication technology based tools which makes our life easy, because n number of applications and softwares are available around us, because we live in the era where everything is now digital. Now we are communicating, we are giving lectures, we are taking lessons, we are reading, everything depends upon the digital mode. So we bring you this session of the webinar, and some very affluent teacher, and he will give you some interesting topic to learn, to explore today in the session. But before we begin, note down our toll free numbers 1800-111265 and the another number is 1800-112-199. And if you want to send us an email, so do write it us ciet.kishoremanch@gmail.com. This is the email ID. With the help of it you can send us in questions or queries if you have during the session or post this session. So we will begin about the topic webinar on ICT tools. I'm not going to tell you the application which we are going to talk about. I would like to tell you this thing from the guest who is joining us, Dr. E. Sujit Gladwin from Tamil Nadu. Dr. Gladwin, good evening. How are you?
Hello sir, good evening. Glad to meet you here on this platform.
Thank you very much. Thank you, as you have made some time for this webinar. So what is the main topic of this subject today, what we are going to show us?
Yes sir. So with this pandemic, everything has become online.
Yes.
Okay, there is a tectonic shift in the way we teach and engage students. The topic here today is creating digital lessons using Tes Teach. That is my topic today. So how you can create digital lessons? You have been used to creating lessons in your traditional classroom, but today what we're going to look at is creating digital lessons. Yes sir.
Okay.
So that is what we're going to deal with today. So can we continue with this?
Yes, please. We would like to see the software, the application which you are going to talk about, and how we can use it.
Sure sir, sure. So this is a creative lesson here. This is basically about how we engage our students today in this 21st century. Okay, so there have been a lot of issues going around with this pandemic inside. There is no end to it, and how we are engaging them is that we have created. There are a lot of resources. We have been using it for the past few years. We have been using it, but how can you integrate everything into a single slide? That is the greatest point here. So that is where this digital lessons come into force, right?
Okay.
So in this application, this Teach, what you can do is that you can very well integrate all your lessons. What you generally do, you have a worksheet, you have a PDF file, you have a Word document, you have a video, everything will be scattered. Okay, it won't be in a single place. It will be in your drive. One will be in your drive, one will be in your Dropbox, one will be in your computer, one will sit elsewhere. But with this creation of digital lessons, everything can be synced into a single ecosystem. And you can, the best part about this is that you can share it with your friends, with your students, especially with your students. Not only you can share it with your students, but also you can engage, you can link it with your Google Classroom tools as well. So that is the biggest thing about this software, that you will be doing it. So you have to have I'll take you to the website, don't worry, one by one. So yes. So digital lessons. Why digital lessons? Why there are a lot of other tools available, there are a lot of other things available. Why digital lessons? Because it is powerful and versatile.
Okay.
Right? When I speak about versatile, it is a multi-dimensional. That's what I told you. You can add a video, you can add a clip, you can add an image, everything in a single form. And it will be very useful for the students as well as for you to engage them creatively. Right? Then it is a rich online lesson. Okay, you have got a lot of websites where you have online lessons. You can teach. Maybe if you go to YouTube, you have a lesson, you can teach, you can play it. But what happens here is that here you will have an integration of all the components of a lesson. So number 2 is the rich online lesson. Number 3 is that you can act as a digital locker. What do you mean by locker? You all know you store something there in your locker. digital, this is called digital locker, is that you save all your resources there in the test platform, so that when there is a need for you, you need not have to scramble here and there or run from pillar to post to search for your resources. You can just share it with your classroom or with your students and you're good to go. And moreover, it is an online portfolio. Okay, portfolio of all your lesson plan, how you want to go about with your lessons, how you want to teach them, how you want to show a video, how you want to show, how you want to assess them. Everything can be done with this wonderful platform. And more content from web and computers, not only just from web. See, directly, the best thing about Tes Teach is that you can directly retrieve content from web as well as from your computer, personal computer. When I say web, different sources like Google Search, YouTube, Flickr, Dropbox, Drive, everything can be integrated in this platform. Number two is that you can very well pull out your saved documents from your personal computer. So these two things are very, very useful for anybody to engage them online. And the next one is more important. When I say this is one of the 21st century life skills, student collaboration. The beautiful part about this program is this software is that you can collaborate with your students. Okay, so when you collaborate, what happens? Your thinking skills, your creativity, everything develops. So you can share this with your students and ask them to collaborate. They can be a collaborator and they can collaborate among themselves. They can collaborate with you as well as they can collaborate among themselves and create wonderful lessons based on a given topic. Okay. And then moreover, you can collaborate with your own colleagues. Not only with the student, but moreover, you can collaborate with your own colleagues and friends. So what you do here especially is that you create, engage and assess them. Not only your first thing is you have to create a lesson. The second one is you engage them. You engage them with fun interactive activities. Okay, because as we know the Bloom's taxonomy of learning, students cater to different learning styles. So this is
so content will be engaging with the help of this video application.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, sir. You are right, sir. So this is one area video application. You will be catering to different aspects of their learning style. So like for example, one will be an auditory learner, one will be a visual learner. So for a visual learner, you will have a video, YouTube video, or maybe you can create your own video and upload it there. And for number two, if it's an auditory learner, you can have an audio file. Then if it is an worksheet, you can give worksheet, and there moreover you can assess them there. You have a quiz inbuilt in this platform where you can assess them immediately. That is why the third one, the assessment. So monitor students assessment. Not only you can monitor students assessment, but you can also gauge and assess their own assessment, how they are doing, how they are performing, right?
Okay.
And these are some of the things that you find on this wonderful platform. Test resources. Test has got its own resources. Number one. Number two, you can add PDF. You can add images. You can add YouTube videos. You can add PowerPoint. You can retrieve your file from Dropbox. You can have a link. Maybe you come across a wonderful website. You can give a link. You can have a Word document. You can share your files like from Google Drive. So these are some of the things that you find in this platform. Okay, sir.
So we can use all these. So we can use all these materials from different places to the this application Tes Teach.
Yes, sir, you are absolutely right. You can use this various resources from various platforms into one digital lesson. That is the greatness of this website. Okay, I'll show you very clearly. It's very simple. It may sound a little bit complicated, but within 5 minutes you can create a digital lesson with all these things: PDF, images, resources, YouTube, everything can be. Otherwise, it will be time consuming. You have to go to every website and you have to search for it. You have to download it. You will have copyright issues. Here in this platform, you won't have any such issue. You can very easily, seamlessly, you can integrate all these things into your digital classroom.
Okay.
Okay. Right, sir. So we'll be going into the. We'll have a hands-on session now.
Okay.
Right? So I'll be walking you through this website now. Right? Are you ready?
Okay. So are we going to see the demonstration of the product?
Yes, sir. You are absolutely right.
Okay, great.
Okay, hands-on jump of this product, right? Okay. So First thing you have to do is open your browser and just type test.com/lessons. Just
Okay.
click here. And you will come across this opening interface. Yes, this will be your opening interface here. This is part of a bigger ecosystem called Test Blend Space. Okay, there you have this beautiful website here, and as rightly said, Test Teach with Blend Space creates digital lessons in 5 minutes. It's rightly said that within a few minutes you can create an interactive digital lesson. That is the greatness of this platform. Okay, so here you have the opening interface, and here you have this create, engage, and assess. All those aspects are here, and you have got a small demo of these things here. And what we are going to do is that first thing is that and moreover it's completely free. And now we're going to, there are two options here on the right side, sign up and log in. So if you have got an account, you have to log in or you have to sign up. First thing, when you click on the sign up, you will come across this window. whether you're a teacher, school leader, support staff, student teacher, student, parent, other positions. Okay, so now you're going to log in as a teacher, right? And you may wonder why there's a student option and the parent option. I will tell you that even a student can join using this one. You can create his own lessons and share it with you, because in this lesson, like we have in Google Classroom, you can also integrate or add students to this platform. Number one. Number two is that there is a beautiful option called parent. Parents
Yes,
can
I can see the tab of the parent, but why is it? Because it means they will see the different aspects of the content.
Yeah, you are right. You are right. So for a teacher, you will have a different interface, and for students, you have a different interface, and for parents, you will have a different interface. Maybe a slightly different interface. Okay, so they will be having when you log in as a student, you can easily join, because there will be code generated. The teacher will generate a code for you, and you can easily join with the help of the code. So now what we are going to look at is how we can log in as a teacher. So just click teacher, and it will ask you for basic things like where you work, what subject you teach, which curriculum do you follow, and your place, and all those things you can just give in. It will take hardly a few minutes for you to log in, and once you have done it, you are good to go. And then you have to go, and then you have to select your login option there.
Okay.
Yes. Here on the right side, you have the login option. There are a few options, like you can log in with Google. It is very easy for you to log in, because already you have logged into your site, so it is very easy. Or you can log in with Facebook, or if you don't want both this option, you can go on with your own user ID and password. So since I've created my own password, it's already shown here. So I'm going to log in here. Just click login, and it will take you to the dashboard. Yes.
Okay, so now we will see the dashboard.
Yes, yeah, very good. This is what it's called. Beautiful dashboard here. You can see the dashboard here, and you have lessons, classes, lesson library, all those things are here. And on the left hand side, you can see this new lesson. There's a plus button and a green color icon there, new lesson or join class. That's what I told you when you asked me about the student. If you are a student, then you have to join a class. And the link and the code will be shared with the teacher. Since you are a teacher, we are going to look at how we can create new lessons. Okay, before going into that, we have some other options here. So you are going to create a new lesson, and apart from that, you have a few lessons that's called feature lessons on the bottom of this page. Beautiful feature lessons by some teachers who have already created it. So I'll give we'll have a glance of this. So here is a lesson about, is climate change too hot for the classroom? It's a lesson by Tammy Jones. So we'll click, and we will have a view of how it is being done.
Okay.
Yes, here it is. Can you see it here? Here you can find the tiles here. This is called tiles here, or maybe a window here. And see here, you have an image of global warming. and then again an image about climate change here, and then you have a PDF file about global warming and the other aspects, and then you here you have a YouTube video. Just click in here and see here the video will play for you. Just click in there, the video will play for you.
Climate change has been in the news for years. But what is it? And how will it affect us? To understand climate change, you first need to know about the greenhouse effect. The Earth gets heat from the sun.
Right. Then you've just seen a video here, and then you have a website link here. So everything beautifully organized in a single place. That is the hallmark or beauty of this website. Okay, otherwise, you have to go to YouTube, you have to search for a website, and you have to search for some other images. Then you may have a presentation, you have to search for the presentation. Everything has been very well organized, and you can change your tiles here. Okay, according to the flow of your classroom, you can change the slides here. Right?
Okay, so this is a kind of material you have organized in one place, right?
You are right, absolutely right. Yes.
If that video can help in terms of content for the lesson.
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay.
You are right.
Okay.
So for a visual learner, it will be more appealing. Correct.
Okay.
Yes. So for an auditory learner, he may be listening to a clip. And for a person who is good at writing, he may take a worksheet and he will do a worksheet. And for someone who wanted to create his own lesson, he can also do that here in this space. Everything beautifully organized, and it's very easy to pull out things. That is the speciality of this one. Okay. So this is a lesson created by someone. You can even add this lesson if it is useful, if it is relevant to your session. You can add this lesson in your Google Classroom, or you can share this link with a student. Or today, what we're going to do is we are going to create our own lesson. Right? Okay, so we are going back to our dashboard here.
So how many lessons we can create on this platform in one user?
You can create n number of classrooms. That's why I'm just coming to that. You can create a lot of classes, classrooms, separate classes. For example, here on the right side, you have a class name. Say, for example, I'm going to type English 1.
Okay, it means there is no limit.
There is no limit. There is no limit.
Okay.
You're right, sir. Okay, so you just type class, and then you can select the level. Say, for example, grade A. Okay, and then just click on this new lesson is created, the English 1. Okay, and then on the right side you can see this code here. This is a code you are supposed to give it to the student so that he can join in this lesson. And similarly, English 2.
Okay.
You have created second class English 2. Maybe this is for 1, and then this is for class 8, and then you have to create it for class 9, and you have created English 2. So similarly, you can keep on creating number of classes.
So is this a live class or what?
No, this is not a live class. This is not a live class. You just create.
Okay, we just create a class and then we have to put the content in this class, right?
You are right. Yes, you have to create a class and then you have to put content in the class, and then we have to share it with our students.
Okay, great. So this is the way that you can create a classroom. So with the help of cloud storage, every student can access this class at their respective locations.
Yes, you are right. You are right, sir. You are absolutely right. They can at their own time, at their own space, they can view this classes and they can learn. That is the specialty of this class.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
So now that you have created a few classes here, class 1, class 2, and similarly you can even have names like English 1 or maybe Math 1. Every class you can have number of classes here, and you can keep adding students. And now what we are going to do is that we are going to create a new lesson so that you will get a better grasp of how this works. Okay, so just click new lesson.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is the opening page of this this interface here. This is the opening interface here. Here is where you have got different tiles here. You can call it tiles or you can call it windows. Okay, you have got different windows here on the left side and here, right? You can see it's clearly given. Drop your resource here. Okay, so first thing what you are supposed to do is that you have to given title to your lesson. For example, I'm going to give volcanoes. For example, I'm going to teach volcanoes for my students. Okay. So once you given this topic, so it's all auto saved here. You can see this here. It is auto saved, right? So volcanoes. And now the first thing I'm just going to give you an introduction about this opening interface. Here on the left side you have these different tiles, and on the right side you have a toolbar here. Like for example, here you have the first toolbar, the toolbar here, and there are a few icons here. One by one we are going to look at it. So it will be very, very useful for you. The first one here on this resource, once you have typed volcano, it will show up here. You just click on and you give this search button. You will come across, you can see here on the right side, you will come across resources related to volcanoes. Here you have, and the best part about this this platform is that it provides free as well as paid version of your resource. So here it is given free, so it's free to use, right? So number one is that you just click in here and see, you can have a view of this one. This is actually see here in this first slide itself, first search itself, you come across a PPT here, you come across a doc here, again a PPT here, and everything is free to use for you. That's another specialty about this website, is all free to use. So what you can do is that you just, here you have an arrow here, so just click in, drop in here your good to go. See how easy it is for you.
Okay, so we can do drag and drop the content.
Yeah, drag and drop. Just thing is that you have to do drag and drop. You need not go anywhere. You need not go for the resources. Everything is inbuilt here, and so you just click in and drag and drop. So first one, I've created this is the PowerPoint here presentation, and then I wanted document to be attached here. Again, drag and drop. All three resources.
Okay.
Two things are over. Right, and then so before adding this one, you have to do, as a teacher, you have to be very careful about those resources. So you can have here an option called preview, and there is a star rating as well from other teachers who have used it. So you can very well see, okay, it has got very good star rating. So here you can preview it here, right? You can preview, this is how you can preview. Just click preview, and here you come across earthquakes and volcanoes. See the lesson here. You can preview all those lessons once you have previewed it, and then you can add it, because any lesson when you add it to your classroom, you have to preview it first. So you can preview it here itself, and moreover you have a star rating, the one. Okay, this is the first one that we have seen. Here you have, I'll go back and see here again a lot of worksheets. So you want to add a worksheet related to this volcano, you click here, volcano worksheet, see here it's a worksheet. So again the same thing, you can preview it first. So here is a preview option here. You put the worksheet here. If it is age appropriate, so here is a preview option here. So you preview it here. You go through the image. You go through all the resources, and you see how beautifully it has been done for you. Otherwise, it will take hours or even days for you to create such a worksheet. So it's all created, ready-made there. You just have to just go through it, have a glance of it, and once you are okay with that, you just close it. Okay, your preview is okay, then go back. Right, so this worksheet again you are going to drag and drop here in this time. So you have, within a few seconds, you have added a PowerPoint, you have added a document related to volcanoes, and then you have given a worksheet. It hardly takes a few seconds for you, right? This is the first.
So this content is available. So this content is available in the portal, or we have to upload it, or the portal will search through the internet.
So yeah, it will search through the internet, and already you have said that this is your space, this is your space, this is your class. Okay, so all these resources that you have searched, see there is an inbuilt search here. What is the search option here? That is why the given search option here. Okay. You have searched it and you have taken, it's all free resources. So you just drag and drop it here. Once you have dragged and dropped it here, it will be there. It will stay in your space, in your account for any number of times.
Okay.
Yes. So you can add this. You have added this one. The first one is okay.
So
then you go back.
So with the help of internet search, this portal can search any topic, right?
Yeah, portal can search any topic under the sun, like for example, volcano, water cycle, or periodic table, parts of speech, grammar, word, whatever you type. Just I'll give an example. For example, you type
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, parts of screen.
Sorry, I'm
Once you
interrupting
type
you
out-
because I want to know, just because of the students, those who are getting
Yes.
benefited with these type of tools. So might be they have some queries, they will send us later on. But during this session, I'm interrupting you. Sorry in between. But yes,
So
this is
because
really interesting because I'm curious
yes.
about the tool, which is very helpful, and we have to use it wisely as much as we can.
Sure, sir. Sure, you are very right, sir. Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
I'll continue the question, and then you have the second one again. Okay, no, I'll search this one. I'm going to have a video search.
Okay.
See here, within a few seconds, you come across beautiful videos from YouTube. And see, you go through it, you've got hundreds of videos here. So you search one video here, like you click it, you want to preview it. As I told you, you have to always preview it. See here, you can preview this video here. Here. There is going to be a recent option and see how useful experience is to them. You can never watch it with in your lifetime. You can never watch a recent option in your life. But with this, it will teach you how it is. Recent option. So when you teach, so when you teach with such kind of resources, your class will be, you will have a great impact in the way you engage them. You can live watch the explosion of these volcanoes, the crater, the lava, everything you can watch it there. And similarly, again the same style, drag and drop. See, you just click it, you just drag here, and here it's here. It's rest in your slide. See? The first 1, 2, 3, and the fourth one is your video. Your video rests here.
Only 6 type of different content,
Yeah,
video,
that's very good.
presentation, or
No,
Word document,
no.
or Excel.
Sir, you have got, there is no limit. You can add rows here. So at the bottom, you can see add row. So just click add row. You can add other resources.
Okay,
as well.
if we have more files with the different format, so we can upload them.
Yeah, you are right, sir. You can upload PDF. You can upload web links. You can
Okay.
upload Word documents. You can upload videos. Everything can be done this in a single platform.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
So I'm going to add another video here to the style here, so that the students can understand much better. They can have a visual learning with this volcano lesson, right? So this is the video option here. Second option here. The first one is a web search option. Second one is a video option, and the third one is a Google search option. See, you just click in, and as you do in your regular Google search, you just search volcano. You just type. You're going to type only once. See, that is the beauty again of this website. So once you have typed one lesson topic, related to that topic, you will come across all those things. You need not type it again. So here is a government. The government has got. You can preview this article on this website. Again, as I told you, there's an option, your preview option. You preview it here, and then the same option, drag and drop. You drag this one. See, this is a web link here. So your students can have better understanding about volcanoes. They can search this one, they can go to this website, and they can read in detail about volcanoes and their aspects in their ecological system, right? And this is a web link. And the fourth option, we have seen so far 3 options. The fourth option is image search, another very important and a very useful tool for teaching and learning purpose, images. And here you can see beautiful images. Otherwise, you have to search for your images here in a separate search. It's time consuming. See wonderful images here again. As I told you, you can add different slides here. In the beginning, you had only 6 slides, right? 6 windows. Now you can add. In the bottom there, you have got add rows here. So you have got another few rows here. So it's a beautiful image. See how naturally they have taken it. Okay. Otherwise, your children will have no idea about how actually a volcano erupts. Okay, so they can add a few more images here in your digital classroom. They've added these things, right? And next one, you can even search quicker. This is the Google search image, right? And then you have this quicker search. Again, from quicker, you will come across a few images, and from there you can see you can add same drag and drop option. You have added an image. And next one is, here you have added a Google search link. But here in this insert, you can add a web page, right? For example, you come across a web page here. So for that, you have to first, what you can do is that you can search. If you know the web page, you can just directly type here. For example, I know the web page, so I'm typing here www.volcano.com, and you just click enter. Story.com. See here, yes. So if you know the website, you can directly type the website and search for it, because you want to link it with your classroom. Otherwise, you just, as usual, you can open a new bar and, for example, volcano, just type volcano, and you have this website. You just go to the website, whether it is very really useful here. It speaks about the different, you have different volcanic eruptions that happen over the years, and all those things will be very beautifully given in this lesson in this website. So you are okay with this website. So whatever you do is that you can going to add this one. See, here is a link here, and then, as I've told you earlier, again drag and drop. Very easy thing.
Okay.
So within a span of few minutes, we'll add another row here, and then we are going to drop it here. So this is the website. This is the preview of your. This is how it will look like for your student. So here we have added a website here. Earlier we have given a web link. This is a website here. So this is the option for website. And next one is that web test resource. Test has got its own resources. So you can search about volcanoes here. But at the moment, if you don't find any resource here, sometimes you may have a resource. So you can search for that here in this area. And the next one is from G Drive. This is what I told you in the beginning. If you have, today everybody has got Google Drive. We are using Google Drive. We are saving a lot of resources in our Google Drive platform. So you can directly, you will not go there, search, download and add it here. You can add your account here. Straight away from this test resource, test website, you can add your account here. Add your account, right? Once you have added it, once you give this option, it will take you to a new page where it will ask you to give a few examples, and you can just connect it with Google as well as Google. Okay, so this is where you can add, and from there, once you have added your account, from straight away from your Google Drive, you can add your stuff, right? And the next one is you have is from Dropbox. Okay, because a lot of people use Google Drive or Dropbox.
Yes.
People use
Just because of the storage capacity issue.
Yes, you are right.
Is there any storage? Because suppose let's assume I am a teacher and I want to create some classes from class 5th to class 10th, and if I create 50 classes so far, so is there any storage limit for my account?
So as of now, there is no storage limit, sir. As of now, there is, but there is an enterprise version, so you can buy it as well. But as of now, there is no storage limit for this basic aspect. So there are some other aspects that are covered in this test blend space. But for these things, there is no limit here. You can add different classes. Say, for example, probably you'll be handling some 5 to 10 classes. Maybe you can easily add those 5 to 10 classes here. You won't have any issues at all. Okay. Right. So here you have Dropbox here. And then you have, from Dropbox you can add. That is one useful option here, like your G Drive. And then you have another important aspect. Here you can see here, files from your computer. We are speaking about cloud computing, we are speaking about Drive, we are speaking about Dropbox. But what about our own computers? So we, in our computer, we save a lot of resources for our students. We may have created a PDF file, we might have created a worksheet, we might have created a Word document. So for that option, you have this option on the right side, monitor symbol here, and here you have this choose file. I'm going to click that, and you see what happens. Yeah, once you click that, a new window will open up, and here you have the worksheet. Okay, where maybe in your downloads, or maybe in your folder, or maybe in your desktop, you might have created a few worksheets. So here I have a worksheet here, volcano worksheet. I just click in and I open it. Your worksheet is ready here in this page. And again, upload, So wait for a few minutes. Once it's up, yeah, it's uploaded here. See, Volcano worksheet is uploaded here. Again, the same drag and drop option. You drag it and you have brought it here in your site. And see, you can preview it as well. So just click in. Yeah.
Okay, so
It
we
is
can see
hard
the
to-
preview before we upload the content.
Yes, sir, you're right, sir. Before you upload it, you can have a preview of your worksheet. Here is the worksheet preview. This is how it will look like for your students. So you're just looking at this slide. If it is okay, see here, you can very well see how beautifully within a few seconds you can create interactive worksheets. Okay, so you have added this worksheet, and now what I want to do is that I want to add another file, another document from the computer. It is based on vocabulary. So I'm again going to click this file. There is another worksheet vocabulary, because in volcano lesson we come across a few words which are a little bit hard for you to comprehend. So vocabulary. So here what you do is you teach new words for your children, which will help them in their learning the English. So your worksheet is ready. So volcano vocabulary is ready. So again you drag and drop here. So once you have dragged and drop it here, you just click in. You're going to have a preview of it, because any worksheet you add it, you have to preview it, because you have to see whether it is age appropriate, whether it is applicable to your level. See the worksheet, how beautifully it is given here. You have words, then you have crossword puzzles, then you have a few other activities that you can very well vocabulary. Everything you can do it here. So you're given wonderful resources. Within a few seconds, you are able to create digital lessons. Okay, so this is how you can add not only this one, not only PDF, not only worksheets, Word documents, videos. If you have created your own video lesson based on this volcano lesson, you can add that. Very well, you can add that from your computer. And if you have any other video from any other website resource, you can add that as well. Okay, so you have already created 9 or 12 12 slides here, and if you want to add more, again you are going to give okay. Then you have a new thing opens here, new tiles open here, and then here again you will have yes, okay. And another very beautiful aspect about this one is that here you have in this common core standards. See, you may be teaching students, but you may not know the common core standards. Common core, you just click in common core standards, and on the top right you have to select the subject. For example, there are two subjects here, math and ELA. ELA is English language literacy. So just click, I'm going to select English language literacy, and you can select the grade here as well. For example, 6th grade. So what is the common core standard for class 6? You just click in there and you do search. In a few minutes, see here is the reading information text. Okay, RIs, common core standards. Okay, you just click in here, open it. This is the common core standards here. So you just again drag and drop it here. This will rest here on the top of this, not on the tiles, but here. This is the minimum standard that you expect from your student, for a class 6 student. So that aspect as well has been integrated in this beautiful platform. Otherwise, what happens is that there is no integration. What you are going to do, how you are going to integrate technology in your classroom, how pedagogy can be integrated in your classroom. So for that to happen, you can easily follow the common core standards, and you can check for yourself as well as your students or parents can check for themselves whether you are following the common core standards. Okay, so that is how you can add this one. Again, if you want to add the next, this is for reading. So I added this one for students to go through this one. So this is what you are expected. This is how you have to, by the end of the year, read and comprehend literacy, non-fiction in the grade 6 to 8. So this is the common core standards that also they can go through. So everything can be very beautifully integrated in a single slide. Okay, now that you have created your lesson, see how rich your lessons are. You have created excellent lessons right from the beginning presentation to the document and everything, and this doesn't stop here. There is another important aspect here, like see here, add text. There are two tiles within this tile. One is add text, one is add quiz. Okay, first one is add text. If you, for example, if you want to add something here, see here, for example, you want to type something about the lesson. Yeah, you can type in here in this box, and you can, 1 second, I will just,
It means we can create our own document within the
you
software.
are absolutely right, sir. You can create your own document here.
Okay.
For example, here,
Okay, so
Yeah,
if you want to have some,
yes, you can type your own document here, number one. Number two is that you can create quiz as well. Not only this document, but you can create your quiz here. See here, you can type which is your favorite volcano. Okay, right. Option 1, Mount Etna. Option 2, Mount Abu. You can add more answers here. Option 3, Mount Himalaya. Right? And here what you can do is that this is the right answer. So you click in here, you click this one as the answer. See, already the answer is Mount Abu has been selected. So you have to be a little careful. You have to select the right answer, and you give done here. Your quiz, you are ready to take a quiz here. See how beautifully you can assess them. This is formative assessment. You can assess them then and there. You can add any number of quizzes here. After every slide, you can add a quiz. So that if you check you can regularly check the comprehension of your type. Okay, so you take you just click in here, right? You have to select the answer here. So I'm going to select Mount Etna, and I'm doing done. Your answer will be displayed. 1 second.
okay, so teacher can take assessments from the students with the help of this
Yes,
MCQ
yes.
type of questions, right?
Yes, sir, you're right. Sir, you're absolutely right.
Can we have another type of questionnaire where we can have the descriptive exams?
No, not that. That is not possible at the moment. Maybe you can have only multiple choice questions. If you want a descriptive type question to be answered, then we have to create a worksheet for it.
Okay.
Okay, you create the worksheet, and the students either has to take a print out and write it, and then submit it. That is what you can do it. You cannot have lengthier answers. You can only have multiple choice options.
Okay, so this is the student interface where the student will see the question like this.
Yes, the student will see a question like this. See, you have given the answer. Immediately it will show you the right green answer. Once you submit the answer, it will show you your green. If you have made a wrong entry, then it will spike it off. It will show it in the red mark here. If you have chosen, for example, you have chosen Mount Abu, it will spike it off here in red, and it will show the right answer as Mount Etna.
Okay, so there is no scope of review the answer.
No, there is no scope of review. That is not
Okay,
possible. No
okay.
scope of review here. And
So
you
you
can
must
not
be very aware. You must be very learned of about the chapter, and then you take the assessment because there is no scope of review of questions. So
Yes.
this session is really interesting. So far, so good. And Dr. Gladwin, we have just 8 minutes left. So could you please wrap up this demonstration of this Tes Teach so that we can have 2-3 minutes to conclude the session properly.
Okay, sir. Okay, so today what we have learned today is that a beautiful lesson creation tool, how we can create digital lessons within 5 minutes. That is the best point about this one. Within a few minutes we can create. I will play and show it to you. So once you have created, you can play it. This is the first slide. Okay, this is the first slide. This is the PPT here. It's opening up. Okay, you can review it. This is how it will look like for your students. Okay, this is the PowerPoint. This is taking a few more minutes to open up. Okay, this is the first slide here. Yes. Yes. See, this is the first slide that you have created PowerPoint. You start with PowerPoint, and then you just the second slide. This is document you have added to your style here. Second slide, document. Here is the document here. The third one, this is the view that the students will be like for the students. So you can have a preview of the whole thing. The third slide, fourth slide, the video as I told you, you can play it and see as well. Already we have played it. Your fifth slide, lava flows from Russian volcano. It's an image. It's again a video. The sixth slide is about a website. We have given a link to the website. So this website is here. It will come up here, show up here. And again, you have taken an image. So how beautiful it is, how visually appealing for the students. Again an image. Again an image. and then the website that volcano discovered the website with information for the students to browse. Worksheet, you have done completed your presentation, they watch the video, they have gone through the PowerPoint, they've done the worksheet, and then they come for assessment. They can take this worksheet here, again a worksheet, vocabulary worksheet, then they can take this quiz assessment. And this course can be viewed in your classroom. As a teacher, you can view this score as well. Okay, when they take this quiz assessment, you can view the score in your classroom, and then you can give them comments as well. And not only about this one, you can have live comments as well. You can have comments on the right side. The students can comment on this. They can ask a question. There can be live discussions also. That is also possible. And then at the end, you have to very important thing is you have to share. How you can share is that, see, here is the class created. Last one, we have to select a class. Already you have created in the first slide itself, first interface, English 1. So you want to share this slide with this English 1 classroom. Okay, and here is the link here. You can just copy it and send it as a mail, or you can integrate it in your Google Classroom, your tutor, or maybe embed in your blog, or in your website. You can directly email them to the students. There is another very useful option. I can send it a link as a Facebook link, or if your students have got a mobile phone, you can copy it and paste it in your Word document, and you can display it in your projector, or maybe you can display it in your classroom so that they can scan, and directly there won't be any interface, there won't be any distraction. Straight away they can go and look at the lesson from this page. So that is the beauty of this LAN. This is how you can share. Then you have a few privacy settings. Maybe only anyone with the link, only person with the link of my students. You can put anyone, maybe there may be some other person who may be using this one, so you want to do that. So that option also you can do that. And next one, you can collaborate. Another very useful option is that maybe you have a co-teacher with you. You want to have maybe not only you can have your friends as well to collaborate, so you can have their mail ID as well, so that you can collaborate with this. So this is how you can go about with this one. And not only you can collaborate, you can ask your students as well to make it more interactive, more collaborative. They can share resources, they can read resources, and they can act as a collaborator. So this, when you do that, their creativity, their intelligence, their interpersonal life skills, everything, their analysis, synthesis, everything can be developed for our students. So this is a brief introduction about this space. Everything resides here, and you can very well, and you can save it, and you can use it wherever you want. You can save the link, and you can share the code as well, so that students can join in the class.
So one more question I have, Dr. Gladwin. Is there any time limit as we saved the content in class 1? So is there any time limit after that time that content will be erased or something kind of thing?
No, sir. As of now, there is no time limit. It will be there in your account for any number of years. As of now, there is no time limit. You can create any number of lessons, and you can use it there, and you can share. Not only you can create, you can share others' lessons as well, and maybe if you want, you can share your lessons with your colleagues and friends as well.
Okay, so similarly, as you share the Google Docs and spreadsheets with your colleagues, with your friends, with your well-known persons, so similarly you can share all the content which you have saved in this Tes Teach class 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever the classes you would like to make. So this is the easiest tool, kind of a kind of cloud storage. We can use it everywhere. Suppose if I am in Delhi, Dr. Gladwin.
The best part about this storage is that you can have different varieties of sources in one place.
Right.
Otherwise, you have to search for different sources. It will be scattered in the different places. But here, everything like a PowerPoint, document, PDF, video, audio, everything can be stored in a particular single platform, and it will play accordingly. You can change the slide format as you see. You can just click and order the slide. Maybe you want this one here. You can change the order of the slide, and as you want to, the first slide is document. So this is how it will run for the student. One, two, according to the order, according to the gradation, according to the level of the student, according to the understanding. Maybe you can have a wound activity at the beginning, and then you go about gradually from a video, then audio, then a worksheet, then a presentation. And so accordingly, you can very beautifully and in a systematic manner, you can engage your students. At the same time, they will develop their creativity of an understanding.
Perfectly fine. Thank you very much, Dr. Sujit. You have given us the wonderful session of this Tes Teach application, the Tes Teach classes. I must say, and we can create such classes with the help of the content, like any type of file you would like to add, whether it is Excel or doc file or presentation or videos or web link, anything if you have from the Dropbox, anything. I think this is the tool. We can use it wisely, and as much as we can utilize the functionalities of this Tes Teach. Thank you, Dr. Sujit, for giving us the time and as you have joined us in this session. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much. Same to you. And this is the session of webinar on ICT tools. That's all for this wonderful webinar. We will be right back with our next session of Sahyog. So don't go away. Do stay tuned with us. Kishore Manch. I am signing off. Namaskar.